Hello, K-popers! Are you ready to hear a story that will absolutely shatter your heart into a million pieces? Because today, we're going to talk about the most emotional moment between Bangchan and Hyunjin that made every stay around the world cry together. So here's the thing, guys. Imagine this. Bangchan, the leader of Stray Kids, who has always appeared strong, resilient, and dependable, suddenly opens up about the burden he's been carrying alone all this time. And you know what makes it even more heartbreaking? He's sharing this with Hyunjin, who happens to be one of the members closest to him. This isn't your typical K-pop drama, guys. This is real talk that we rarely hear from a leader. And if you think being a K-pop group leader is just about hitting high notes or creating cool choreography, you are dead wrong. There's a dark side behind the glittering stage lights that you might never have imagined before. So, grab your tissue box because this video is guaranteed to leave you speechless. And before we dive deeper, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you won't miss the latest updates about the K-pop world from our channel. Now, let's get into it. Okay, before we get into the tearjerker moment, let's talk about the context first, guys. So, for those who don't know or maybe just jumped into the Stay fandom, Bangchan is the leader and founder of Stray Kids. Yes, you heard that right. He literally assembled the Stray Kids members one by one through their iconic survival show. Can you imagine how much responsibility he's been shouldering from the very beginning? Bangchan isn't just an ordinary leader whose job is merely to organize schedules or be a spokesperson at press conferences. Oh no, honey. He's a producer, composer, arranger, and even a digital father to all Stray Kids members. Almost every Stray Kids song goes through Bangchan's magical hands and his three Racha squad. From the iconic God's Menu to Maniac that literally made us all go maniac. And what makes the pressure even greater? Bangchan is an Australian who has to navigate the notoriously tough K-pop industry full of high expectations. He has to prove himself, not just as a talented artist, but also as a leader who can be trusted by JYP Entertainment and millions of fans worldwide. For years, we've always seen Bangchan with his wide smile, his never-ending positive energy, and the motivational words he always shares through Chan's room, his legendary live streaming that has become a comfort zone for many stays. He's always there for fans, always there for his members, always the safest place to confide in. But here's the thing we sometimes forget. Leaders are human too. Leaders also have breaking points. Leaders also need a place to be vulnerable and show their true feelings. And this conversation moment with Hyunjin, this is that moment, guys. Now we're getting into the most important and most emotional part of this video. In their heart-to-heart conversation, Bangchan finally opened up about what he's been holding inside all this time. And guys, this isn't just a simple, oh, I'm tired of being a leader kind of thing. This is way deeper and more real than you could ever imagine. Bangchan honestly revealed that all this time, he felt he couldn't show his weakness or sadness in front of the other members. He admitted that he always tried hard to appear strong and kept his vulnerable feelings hidden. Why? Because he wanted to look strong and be dependable as a leader. Can we just take a moment to appreciate how heavy this burden is? Imagine, guys, you can't cry freely. You can't complain about how tired you are. You can't show that you're also struggling, all because you have to maintain the image of the strong one that everyone can lean on. And the plot twist? Hyunjin, the visual king, who usually appears soft and emotional, actually responded with a more gentle and understanding approach. He literally validated Bangchan's feelings by saying that the attitude Bangchan displayed emerged because of the great responsibility he carries as a leader. But wait, there's more. Hyunjin also reminded Bangchan that behind his role as a firm leader, Bangchan must be carrying many burdens. According to him, the difficult times Bangchan experienced actually made their group stronger now. Things that previously weren't visible are now beginning to be understood, including how the pressure of leadership really shaped them to reach their current level of success. And here comes the most tear-jerking part. Bangchan's response to Hyunjin's supportive words was super emotional. He almost cried, guys. Our strong leader, who's always been everyone's support, finally showing his vulnerable side. And this isn't a sign of weakness. This is a sign of true strength, because it takes tremendous courage to admit that we also need support, that we also need to be heard, that it's also okay not to be okay. Fans who watched this moment immediately flooded social media with super supportive responses. Twitter literally exploded with hashtags supporting Bangchan, and many stays shared their own stories about how Bangchan has been an inspiration and comfort to them all this time. Many fans said that Bangchan looked so adorable when he was drunk. Yes, guys, apparently this conversation happened when they were slightly tipsy, and the affectionate interaction between the members was truly heartwarming. This shows the warm dynamics within the group that makes fans feel closer to them. Now, let's talk about the bigger picture here, guys. When we connect this to the SDGs, specifically SDG 3, about good health and well-being, and SDG 8, about decent work and economic growth, Bangchan and Hyunjin's story actually highlights an issue that's super important in the creative industry, especially in the K-pop world we love. Mental health in creative work environments, like the K-pop industry, is a topic that is rarely discussed openly. Yet, guys, the pressure faced by idols is insane. They're not only required to perform perfectly at all times, but also have to maintain a flawless image, deal with scrutiny from the public and media 24/7, and handle super high expectations from fans, agencies, and industry standards. Creative workers, and yes, guys, K-pop idols are creative workers, face unique challenges that are often underestimated. There's the expectation to constantly produce quality content, pressure to stay relevant in a super competitive industry, and demanding schedules that barely give time for rest or personal time. And for leaders like Bangchan, multiply all that pressure by 100. The story of Bangchan and Hyunjin becomes a small but powerful example of how internal support and open communication can significantly strengthen individual and collective well-being within a group or team. When leaders feel safe enough to express their vulnerabilities, and when team members respond with empathy and understanding, that's when real healing begins. This is exactly why the discourse about mental health in the K-pop industry is so important and needs to be normalized. We can't keep expecting idols to be superhumans who never get tired, never get sad, never get overwhelmed. They're human beings with real emotions, real struggles, and real needs for support and understanding. Many fans nowadays are becoming more aware of the importance of supporting their favorite idols, not just by streaming songs or buying albums, but also by creating safe spaces for them to be themselves, respecting their boundaries, and advocating for better working conditions in the industry. And honestly, guys, this movement is something beautiful and necessary, because ultimately, if we truly love and appreciate our idols, we must care about their well-being holistically, not just as entertainers, but as human beings.
Now, let's talk about how the K-pop community, especially Stay, reacted to this precious moment. Guys, Twitter literally exploded. Timelines everywhere were filled with long threads analyzing this moment, fan arts depicting the emotional conversation, and countless tweets expressing support and love for Bangchan and Stray Kids. Many fans shared that they related so much to Bangchan's struggle. Some told stories about how they, as older siblings or leaders in their communities, feel the same pressure to always appear strong and put on a brave face even when they're crumbling inside. The relatability factor is real, guys. What makes this moment even more special is how fans from various fandoms actually came together to support the narrative about mental health awareness. This isn't just about Stray Kids or Stay Alone. This became a conversation involving the entire K-pop community about the importance of destigmatizing mental health struggles and encouraging open conversations. Instagram was flooded with aesthetic posts compiling precious moments between Bangchan and Hyunjin with heartfelt and supportive captions. Fan editors created compilation videos with touching background music, and the views literally reached millions within days. And the most touching part, many fans actually took action by donating to mental health organizations or sharing resources about mental health support in Bangchan and Stray Kids' name. This is the power of positive fandom, guys. When we channel our love and support into meaningful actions that can make a real difference. The Stay community also created hashtags like We Love You Bangchan, hashtag Stray Kids Family, and hashtag You're Not Alone Bangchan that trended worldwide. This is a beautiful reminder for Bangchan and all leaders out there that they're not alone, that vulnerability is strength, and that asking for help or showing emotions is perfectly okay. So guys, that's the story of the absolutely touching, emotional moment between Bangchan and Hyunjin. From this honest conversation, we learned that behind every strong leader, there's a human being who's also struggling, who also needs support, and who also deserves to be vulnerable without judgment. Bangchan has proven countless times that he's an incredible leader, and this moment just adds another layer to our appreciation of him. To all stays out there and to all K-pop fans watching this video, let's continue creating safe spaces for our idols. Let's normalize conversations about mental health. Let's be the kind of fans who support not just their work, but also their overall well-being. And for those of you who might be struggling with leadership roles or feeling the pressure to always appear strong, remember Bangchan's message. It's okay to not be okay. It's okay to show your vulnerable side. It's okay to ask for support. Your strength isn't measured by how well you hide your struggles, but by how courageously you face them and seek help when needed. Before we wrap up, I want to hear from you. What do you think we can do as fans to better support the mental health of our favorite idols? Share your thoughts in the comment section below. And don't forget, if you enjoyed this video and want more meaningful K-pop content like this, smash that like button, subscribe to our channel, and turn on the notification bell. Let's continue supporting Stray Kids and all idols out there in a healthy and meaningful way. Because at the end of the day, their happiness and well-being are what matter most. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for upcoming videos. Bye!